So the moment comes and you jump in this water. Do we know what's in the water?
Gators, snakes, it's a whole
You knew
bunch of
that
things.
prior.
Yeah.
And what did you tell yourself? Like,
It's just, when I told myself I had to do what I had to do, it was just get there in time to help.
right. And you had your shoes on too.
Yeah.
I'm just, because as a person that watched it, I'm just like, I know I'm seeing all the risk. But I also understand when you feel compelled to do something in your heart, would that be kind of accurate of like, you just kind of like zoned out on what you needed to like get accomplished? Like, what's that? What was that feeling?
It was just something, I was compelled to do it. I wasn't worried about myself. I was worried more about my friend getting harmed than myself.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see myself not helping out someone who I cared about. Just watching that. I couldn't just sit on the sideline and just watch that.
Yeah. So as you swimming through the water, what's going on in your mind? You just like thinking to get there. You're not thinking about the gators. You're not thinking about the snakes. I don't even think you can. Can you even see in the water? Like, is it?
You can see in the water if you dive in a little bit, but
At any point, did you get like afraid, just from a stamina standpoint? Like, so you knew you was gonna make it. You was
yeah,
gonna
I
get
knew
there.
I was gonna make it.
Okay. Now you already had in mind a game plan of like what you wanted to do when you got there. Was it more like to diffuse it? Was it just to be able to create presence? Like, how did you feel like when you jumped in the water? Like, what did you think your goal was?
My goal was to help him, get them off him, but if I had to use harm or if I had to do what I had to do, then in that situation,
Right. To defend yourself and
yeah,
defend him.
I had to do what I had to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
basically.
Now, when you saw everyone else jump in, so you end up swimming there. How long did it take the boat to get to the dock once you got up there?
About 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. So we saw the next video was the dock, the boat docks. And then the crew came out like the Avengers
Right.
and swarmed up. How did that make you feel seeing the rest of everyone like kind of like say, nah, we're not going to have this today?
It really shook me at first. It's it was a shiver down my spine because then I was like, oh, we're together. The crew is together. We are united, and we just handled what we had to handle.
Again, when I saw it, there was a sense of pride that overtook, particularly on your part. And I'm sure you've heard this. I even seen people like congratulate you, and I know you've gotten the title of hero. But it definitely reminded me of like being fearless, in a sense, taking a leap. How do you feel about what you've done? Like, how do you look back on it? Is it no big deal? Like, hey, I'll do it again tomorrow, or is it like, are you proud of yourself of what you decided to do?
When I look back at it, I would 100% do it again. I have no regrets for what I did. I stood for what was right to me in that situation, and I still, outside of things, I don't put myself above nobody. I don't put myself below nobody. I'm still me. I'm still Aaron Rudolph. I'm still the person who I don't put on a persona. I don't act a character outside of me. I'm still me.
All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that first look of our interview with Aaron Rudolph. But you can watch the full interview right now at hypersclub.com. Again, that's hypersclub.com.